money is attractive, especially to a feminine woman. Why? Because money is a reflection of safety and security. I think for women that only want the money, they'll tolerate a lot for the money. They'll tolerate disrespect. They'll tolerate abuse. They'll tolerate the most. There's a story of the good wolf who's amazing, and the wolf is joyful and awesome and believes in the community of the pack and makes sure that everyone eats. And then there's the bad wolf, and the bad wolf is mean and malicious and disrespectful and all these things. And the little boy asks his grandma, well, which wolf is gonna win when they fight? The one you feed. Women that are fighting for leadership means there's a power dynamic in that relationship. If a man ever gets a drink thrown on him in his face by his girl, and he stays, he's feminine. Women make themselves single mothers. If you laid down with this fool with no commitment, you did it to yourself. When life is heavy, being feminine is the best thing you could ever do. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. There's almost like a stray cat. Femininity is like being a stray cat. You can't tell a cat what to do. It's very much independent. It's very much, whatever. A cat is like, I like you, but you'll only see me when I want to see you. What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of It's Giving. I am your host, Sarah Fontenot, and if you have not yet, please hit that button below so you can get subscribed. Hit that little bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. Now, every week, we are doing our best to bring you the real, the raw, the ugly, and so much so because y'all have been giving us so many questions, we can't even get to them all, but we're trying, okay? We're doing our best. So we're going to jump into some questions, but before we do that, we got to give it up for a shot by Anissa on the mic. What's up?
Hey, Sarah. Hey.
How you feel?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
I know that's right. And we got Who is Kenny V, Creative Director of the Year. What's up?
Oh, what's up, givers? If you didn't give this video away, are you really giving? Make sure to share.
Ooh, share this video, please. And our newest addition to the team, we got Kyla Jade. What's up?
Thanks for having me, Sarah. What's up?
Let's go. All right, so without further ado, let's jump straight to it. Boom.
All right, let's go.
Why do women get attached to tiny signs of effort? And do you think we romanticize the bare minimum because we've never received the maximum?
Ooh. Okay, first of all, when you get addicted to the tiny signs of effort, that is usually low self-esteem, low self-worth, because it's like glimpses of what you could get. Oftentimes they refer to this as breadcrumbing, right? Breadcrumbing, when you think of, what are their names? Jack and Jill? No, that's a beanstalk. The kids, Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel got literally breadcrumbed to go get eaten in the woods in that house with that old lady. She left them out pieces of candy, right? And so that's what happens inside of relationships, where they give you just enough to where they don't have to do anything in between, as long as that next piece of candy is going to hit right. And so I think that we have romanticized, relationships so much that now we're willing to accept the bare minimum.
Do you think the fix him fantasy is real? Like, do you think women fall for men who need saving and then call that love?
Women fall for men that need saving? From what?
Do you think women enjoy building a man, trying to fix their man, trying to heal their man?
Yes.
Like, why do I feel like I see women love men they have to build?
I think that women are really struggling with surrendering control, and that's why they're trying to build a man. But when you can just let that man be a man, let that man be who he is, you will get a completely different, higher leveled, more evolved version of a man that he could ever be. If that's the desire of his heart, right? Because there are absolutely also men out here that just want to take advantage of women as well. And that they are absolutely preying on the weakness of a woman, because it is like probably a well-known fact, maybe some know, maybe some don't, that there are some women that men immediately know, oh, this is somebody where I could play in her face. This is somebody that I could disrespect. This is somebody that I could put hands on. And then there are women where it's like, well, I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with this one, because she might fight back, or she might walk away, or I'm not going to be able to manipulate her. So I think that we as women have to do a better job of working on our own self-esteem, our own self-respect, our own self-love, regardless of whether we're in a relationship or not, so that we are able to be those women where men say, I don't want to mishandle her. I want to make sure that this is, I do this right, or I don't do it at all, because I don't want to forfeit it unknowingly or just ignorantly.
So to piggyback off of how men think about the women that they deal with,
Mm-hmm.
are most modern men husband material or just horny with Wi-Fi?
Are most modern men husband material? I don't think there are a lot of husbands that are in the loud collective.
What do you mean the loud
I
collective?
think the loud collective are the women that are sleazily dressed, that are drinking too much, where people are used to being super promiscuous, where people are going out every weekend, where men are just throwing money and wasting money, or they're not dating at all, or they wish they could be dating. I think that's the loud collective. I don't think that that's the majority of what people see, but that's not the majority of the truth. Does that make the collective
Mhm.
is loud, that's out there, but I think the majority of good husbands aren't necessarily screaming how great being a husband is.
So, but I mean, you see it in the tabloids all the time. Like Ari Fletcher was just going viral for literally walking out in a thong and a lace robe that had fur that just covered her tatas.
Right.
And she's goals for a lot of people.
She's the loud collective, which is actually the minority that they're treating like it's the majority. And because that's what they continue to put in our face, now that's why she's goals for people. But what man is in line to wife that woman?
Yeah, she's definitely not married.
Right.
She been baby mamaed a couple times.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta think about, when you think of somebody as a goal, what part of it is it that's the goal? Is it that they have the status? Is it the beauty? Is it the clothing? Or is it actually the life that they have? Because obviously in the love department, and I don't know her, and this is no disrespect or jabs at her. I didn't even know she had kids because I don't really think what does she sing?
She doesn't sing. She's a Instagram model. She's not a rapper or a singer. She's just a model. I
don't want to say just. Okay, so she's a model. So this model obviously is struggling inside of the love department, right? And the truth is that a man will baby mama you, a man will smash you, a man will take everything that you're willing to give, but that doesn't mean that he respects you, and it doesn't mean that he values you. And if you are the woman that's putting yourself out there like you just want to be taken for the night or the month or the year, then that's exactly what you'll get. That's what I think.
That's insane. So is it
also,
that
this foot is driving me crazy? Okay. Just so you know.
Sarah sees everything. I
do.
I don't even be noticing the stuff that I'm just swinging my foot off
That's
the
what
chair.
I told you about the idiosyncrasies, man. That's what I be doing with my fingers. I be like this, and I don't know until Brock does this on my hand.
You would be that right now next to my foot. You would put your hand on my knee, tell me stop.
I would probably just do this. I would just ever so gently just. Because at first I looked at you and you were looking like, what's she looking at? And you didn't get it.
Yeah, so because I don't even know that I'm doing it.
And then I pointed and you didn't get the point. So then I was like, okay, the foot. Because my brain is going to squirrel watching a swinging foot. That's the problem. Back to you. We're ready.
So why do men pursue strong women but marry the easiest options?
They don't.
Sometimes they do.
Where?
Sometimes.
What easy woman? What easy? I have a question for y'all. This goes back to the episode that we talked about last episode. What masculine woman is well known? That, by the way, that doesn't make her a bad woman. It just means she's like, we all know her to be like a little like a little hard, a little aggressive, a little achievement oriented. She's probably very successful. What masculine woman do we know with like a masculine man? Can you name one?
Like real masculine, like ain't no femininity in him at all.
Like 10 to 20%. Everybody has 10 to 20%. Even the most.
I know a soldier who's like that.
I'm talking about is he married to a masculine woman?
Oh, nah. No. And when he was married to one, he left her.
Just proving my point.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
he definitely left her.
Go ahead, Kenny. You know anybody?
I was to say, I know masculine women with masculine men, but I still believe that they actually peel that layer back when they're home.
I think I'm masculine in the world.
I think in the world, they keep the masculinity. At the workplace, they keep the masculinity.
Yeah.
If the husband probably made a comment they'll still be like, no, like it's my way in the workplace.
Yeah.
But I do believe once they walk out that door,
Yeah.
it comes off.
Have you experienced me as a masculine woman?
Have I experienced you? I experienced you more of like you trying to just get your way, but it doesn't. To me, it's about as masculine.
It doesn't?
No, I mean, and I would tell you like,
Kylie, you said the same thing.
I don't think you're masculine. I think you are aggressive in the workspace. I just believe that you expect everybody to have the same level of work ethic as you do, and you just work,
and it's more of a woman that wants her way, not necessarily like masculine energy with it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just a girl. Because what woman doesn't want her way?
Okay.
Yeah,
I received that.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know why I'm so rested inside of women really think that they can say, I'm just masculine because I haven't met the man that puts me in my feminine. Ain't no man gonna
somebody
do that.
said that about you?
No.
Oh, you're saying they said that about themselves.
I was at an event, and at the event, somebody had said that we can't be feminine when there ain't no masculine men out here. And I love that for her. I love that so much. And she's single. And also, and it's not even about her being single. It's really and truly about high value, high earning, masculine men are not going to choose a masculine woman because they don't have to. And any woman that you hear saying, we only masculine because she's single, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
99 times out of 100. Maybe there's an exception. There are exceptions to the rule, but I guarantee you that woman is single. And I guarantee you most of the people she talks to are also single. And most of the people that rally behind her are single. Why? Because we look for ways to pacify the fact that we haven't healed from our own traumas. We're looking for other people that are going to share inside of our trauma experience instead of facing it head on. And the truth is, if you're inside of your masculine, if you can't take anything else, if you can't surrender control, if you can't just trust and release the fear, you're traumatized and you're living very deeply inside of your trauma and you're calling it masculinity. But that's not what it is.
I would ask those women, do you actually want a masculine man, or do you want a feminine man you can control? Like, because a masculine man will naturally lead, and I feel like that's what us women should want. And leadership requires space that guarded women won't give. And I feel like whoever said that is guarded. You're hurt, you have trauma, you have baggage.
Yep.
And your brain is just clouded and you can't receive that.
And that's the thing too, because I feel like people in our comments, a lot of the men are like, where are the women in the comments? Ladies, I am trying to tell you, for the sake of your own peace, love, and joy, when it comes to attracting a high value, high earning masculine man, if you are saying, well, I gotta be this way because that's the way life made me. In life, that's okay. But in relationship, you can't be that way. That man will not choose you. And then people will say, they say that we're not going to be chosen. No, you will get chosen by a feminine man. Because masculinity and femininity, when it comes to romance, opposites attract. They're not talking about personality traits. They're talking about energies and essences. That is the yin and the yang. Masculinity and femininity. And until you understand that, you're going to attract what you're going to attract. Don't get mad at that man that don't have no leadership. You do. Don't get mad at that man that don't make no money. You do.
You won't even.
Don't get mad at that man that doesn't have a vision for your life. You do. You lead the trenches.
Yeah.
Let that man follow you, because you are the man that you say that you want.
Women who are the men attract women,
or they attract feminine men.
That's what I mean.
And this is the thing. Yeah. It's not a bad thing to be a masculine woman. That's the problem. We keep weaponizing the word masculinity, like being masculine is a bad thing. It's not. If that's what you like, if you can't surrender control, please believe there's a man that wants to be controlled.
Yeah.
There's something for everybody.
When I say masculine women attract women, I mean both women and feminine men, by the way. They do. You are what you attract. But you have to pay attention to what you attract, because it could be because you are the exact opposite of that person also.
Yeah. Okay, I'm complete. Sorry.
Do you think there are women out there who want a high value masculine man, but show up as his competition rather than his complement, rather than his addition?
I think there are so many women that think they want a high value, high earning masculine man until they get him and they realize what it takes to sustain him.
Mm.
And it's vice versa, right? I feel like masculine men that say that they want a feminine woman, there's so much responsibility in being a masculine man.
Yeah.
It's taking care of the bills. It's literally the whole household relying on you, and not just to pay the bills, but to control the whole energy of the home. Because men don't realize the responsibility that they have in controlling the energy of the home. It is heavy. And the same with a lot of women who say that they want that man. If you're competing with him, it's only but so long until it's over. It really is, because men want peace. They don't want to compete. Not with their partner. You know, and if it's constantly, you know, well, I did this and you didn't. And that's another thing you got to watch for too inside of relationships. That could be orange, red flag, is when people say things like, oh, you finally catching up, huh?
Oof.
What do you mean by that?
If somebody's in a relationship and let's say, you know, you're the man and I'm the woman and I'm doing, you know, my goal is not to be, let's say I'm more successful than you are. And then I say something to you like, oh, you finally catching up. Oh, you finally going to chip in a little bit more? Oh, you finally XYZ. You got to be mindful of that. It's emasculating to a man and it's disrespectful to a woman.
So when we talk about peace, do men really love peace or just women who won't challenge them?
I think men want peace and women have to learn how to challenge.
Break that down. I don't understand what you're saying.
I think that a lot of women challenge men in a way that is not effective or conducive to the result that they want. I think a lot of women struggle to regulate their own emotion, and because they're dysregulated, they're lashing out and reactive instead of responding. Whereas a woman that is just challenging, I think I challenge Brock all the time. And I'm not saying that it's the right way. I'm just saying this is a way that works for us. But the way that I challenge him is, may I share something with you? Or can I ask you a question? Or do you have time for a quick, you know, whatever it could possibly be? And sometimes that comes with a challenge, and sometimes it comes with a goofy question, and sometimes it comes with love, and sometimes, you know, it's all of the different things, but none of it comes with condescension. None of it comes with disrespect. None of it comes loud or in a crazy tone, or when I start doing all it doesn't come with that. I feel like women get into their emotions and they forget they forget who they're talking to. Which brings me to this point, and I saw this video and I was like, dang, that's so deep. Why is it that we will go to work and we will be the best person we could possibly be for strangers, but then we come home and we treat the person we love the most like crap? We don't talk to them all day. We don't have patience anymore. We don't have any energy for them. But when you were just at work, you were smiling so hard for Tom. You were hand high-fiving, hugging, laughing, smiling, but you get home and it's like, man, I just don't feel like today. We have to be mindful of who we are talking to. That person that's in the house with you is that person that you should value the most. And sometimes that's hard, by the way. That's just the reality of it. But that's the work. Relationships be teaching, man. Let me tell you.
So speaking about relationships,
Yes.
does money make a man desirable or just tolerable?
Sometimes both.
I was going to say I believe both.
Yeah. I think that money is attractive, especially to a feminine woman. Why? Because money is a reflection of safety and security. Goes back to the hunting and gathering days. He is a provider. And I think it's arrogant for people to think that provision is only monetary. But for some, that's all that matters. But money is a sign that you could possibly make good decisions. It's a sign that you could possibly be stable. It's a sign that you could possibly have work ethic. You could be achievement oriented. You could be able to pay attention to detail. You could be able to protect his home. You could solve problems. You can make new friends. It's a representation of all the things of possibility for a woman, which is attractive. And also, I think for women that only want the money, they'll tolerate a lot for the money. They'll tolerate disrespect. They'll tolerate abuse. They'll tolerate the most for them to keep their lifestyle, right? You just got to decide, what is it that you actually want?
So scenario, you're dating a wonderful man who checks off the boxes, right? You don't know him as much as you would like to, but you like him a lot. However, you found out that he was Muslim. Would you still date him?
Am I supposed to be Muslim?
Let's say both scenario. In one scenario, he wants you to convert. In the other scenario, he doesn't care.
I just feel like having different, and I come from like two different, like my parents have like different beliefs as far as what God is, and that works for them. But in my household, I think I would be very challenged to be under the same roof as somebody that believes in a different God than me.
Mm.
I personally, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do anything, but if you're a Buddhist and I'm a Christian, I just feel like some foundational ways, and then what really comes up for me is how do we raise kids?
Yeah.
And so I think about who do our kids pray to? And so growing up, my parents decided we pray to God. My dad says Jah all the time now, but growing up, he'd be like, good, like he would say, or he would say Jah. He would say both, to be honest. But we knew that we prayed to God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. We knew that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. We knew all of these things. So I personally don't think that I would want to create that kind of spiritual confusion. And also, I'm open to our children figuring out what their relationship looks like, because relationship means time, energy, intention with God. Thanks.
I do the same thing though.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So, are you saying you agree to be equally yoked with the one you're married to?
You have to be equally yoked with the person that you're marrying. It's like mandatory to be equally yoked. And this is the thing, because when people talk about equally yoked, they think that only means like spiritually, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Being equally yoked means all around, okay? And let me give you an example. To be yoked, a yoke is a wooden thing that you put around two oxen and they both till the field, right? And so when they are tilling the field, the thing about it is one ox has to be the same level of strength as the other. Otherwise, it's not going to really go very well, right? One ox can't be super big and the other's little. Otherwise, it's not going to go very well. It can't be that I yoked an ox with a donkey, because that just wouldn't go very well. It can't be that one ox is like super strong and has everything that it needs and the other one is starving in a problem, because it's not going to go very well. What I'm saying is mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically, you have to have the same yoke in order to go into the right direction, because a super strong ox is going to wear a raggedy ox out, and a raggedy ox is going to tire out the strong one, right? So if you just have two strong ox or two raggedy ox, you may not get the same harvest. I shouldn't say raggedy, because now when I think about the comparison to people, but y'all get what I'm saying. If you have an ox that's not as strong partnered with another one that's not as strong, you may not get the same harvest, but you're going to get equal work. You're not going to kill off one ox because of the other. And I think that we do that as people. We put that energy on our backs and we try to get them to the finish line. You can't want something for someone more than they want it for themselves. They got to want it too. And they got to be able to do the work. And the truth is, some of us are just in different heats from the other. There's fast heat, there's a slow heat. If you put the slow person in the fast one, they might get faster. You put the fast one in the slow one, they might get slower. Why not just have all the fast people race each other and then find out who the world champion is? Does that make sense? But it's a relay race, 4x4, slash it in two. Is there a 2x2?
I don't think so.
Anyway, y'all get what I'm trying to say. I just didn't want to leave it with four people in a relationship.
Would you say if a woman who's fighting their man for leadership, are they equally yoked still in that situation, or just unaligned?
Women that are fighting for leadership means there's a power dynamic in that relationship. That's classic masculine, feminine. Who is going to take the lead? So if you're fighting for leadership, you just need to be with a person that is okay following your lead. As a woman, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a problem that people literally think that, women can't be masculine. That's not true. Women can be whatever they want to be. As long as they're happy, who cares? That's what I think. But also, what do I know? I'm just a person.
Do you think women underestimate how much men value respect and overvalue how much men value love?
Yes. I think women underestimate how much men value respect, and they overestimate how much men value sex. I think that women are too loose to go off on their partner. I do think that. And I think that women think that sex is going to make a man fall in love, value you, marry you, and start a whole family. And that's just not the case. It is definite delusion happening out here.
Speaking about making families, why do men make single mothers, but they hate single mothers?
Why do men make single mothers, but they hate single mothers?
Yes, stick to the question, Sarah. I already know what you're about to say. I see it in you. Just please, for the love
Why
of all
do
things
men
good.
make single mothers? Women make themselves single mothers.
I knew you were going to say
Women
that.
make themselves single mothers. If you laid down with this fool with no commitment, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
What about the men who like to pretend until the baby comes?
Then you should pretend until the rain comes. What are we talking about? You don't get to give me a baby with no commitment. No commitment? As a girlfriend, honestly, a fiance is a glorified girlfriend. Let's keep it real. But no commitment? These women aren't even girlfriends and they're giving people kids. I barely even know you. I've been talking to you for 1 month. 1 month. And I'm pregnant? I'll be damned. Ain't no way. You kick a whole rock with no shoe on. It's not happening. Men can't make you do anything unless you're in that type of situation. Now, if this is a completely consensual situation, you lay down with somebody you don't know. They both done.
Hey, one night stand culture is a thing. I don't understand it, but it's a thing for sure.
Yeah, especially for my age group.
One night stands in your age group?
Girl, yes, it's getting worse by the generation.
You're 22.
Yes.
I know, but that's very...
One night stand?
She's in college.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in college.
Do you know what Kennesaw State is capable of?
First of all, I thought that women in their 30s was way worse.
Oh, no.
Nah.
No.
Late 20s. I didn't mean to say 30s.
Nah.
Like 25 to 35 is what I think that age group would be.
It's extremely promiscuous on this side.
17 to 24
on this side
easily.
Of the age bracket. It gets crazy. And also, speaking of crazy, I want to know why some women, some girls, especially my age, think acting crazy shows a man how much they care. Like,
I don't know. Sarah kind of crazy, so you know.
I'm crazy, but you won't see it. I think what I think I'm hearing you say is when people go off or when they do toxic behavior,
exactly.
like when there's an argument, like I'm gonna talk to you crazy, I'm gonna disrespect you in public, I'm gonna knock this plate off the restaurant table, I'm gonna throw a drink in your face, like that type of crazy.
yes.
Because that's just two people that are trauma bonded to one another. I think that she never experienced real love, like safe love before, doesn't know how to deal with the emotions that are coming up, doesn't know how to regulate that little devil that's screaming on her shoulder. And for that reason, she lashes out. And for whatever reason, if a man ever, this might be a little crazy. If a man ever gets a drink thrown on him in his face by his girl and he stays, he's feminine.
What you mean? Okay, break that down.
There is no way. There's no way. There's no way a woman is a woman's gonna get away. You just threw a drink in my face and you gonna speak to me again? Nah, you dead to me. There's no publicly. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Closed doors. If you're young, I can understand. Because it's more emotion, right? It's more, we haven't figured ourselves out. We're on red. We're on all of these things. Publicly, it's a wrap. That is like the worst public disrespect in the history of disrespect. That or like spitting.
Oh yeah, nah. You gotta die. You have to die. You're dying.
So you're saying a man will forgive a mistake, but will never unsee disrespect.
You can't unsee disrespect. Not like that. Not blatant disrespect. And some things also aren't disrespect. It's just someone operating differently from you. But if a woman disrespects you on the regular, and not just she irritates you, she annoys you, there's no way. Like, this man, if he's masculine, is either going to go do his own thing and just be like, all right, man, cool, get away, avoid, or he's leaving.
But
That's what I think.
I feel like a lot of women these days think a man will just easily get over being disrespected. Like women think that in their head, oh, he'll get over it. What do you say to them?
That's a mistake. You gonna be used up raggedy too. That's crazy. That's a bad cycle to get into. You can't, and this is the thing. When I have conversations with people in relationships, right? Certain things can't be on the table. They just can't. If a woman were to really get into a space where she felt like, I cannot call this man out of his name. I can't, just like, I cannot. Sure. I am not going to. I will not do heroin. I will not.
That's such an extreme.
I will not have a one-night stand. I will not sleep with a man that is not exclusive to me. I will not. Could I? Sure, I could. I will not. The same way I will not blatantly disrespect my man. I will not call him out of his name. I will not throw any kind of object at him ever. I don't even like yelling, to be honest. So I think that there are things in relationships you just have to take off the table, and only you can be the barometer in which you measure. What I mean by that is only you can be the person that says, oh, I'm starting to get really frustrated. What do you do when your blood starts boiling and your neck gets hot? At least that's what happens to me. My neck gets hot. What do I do? Who do I become? Now I have an option. It's like the story of the wolves, right? There's a story of the good wolf who's amazing, and the wolf is joyful and awesome and believes in the community of the pack and makes sure that everyone eats. And then there's the bad wolf, and the bad wolf is mean and malicious and disrespectful and all these things. And the little boy asks his grandma, well, which wolf is going to win when they fight? The one you feed. That's what we got two options always. There's always two options. Every single time. I could have had that one night stand, or I could have brought my tail home. I could have. Yeah, or you could have also the opposite. So I think that you've got to take things off the table. Take them off the table. What's up, guys? Sarah Fontenot here. I just had to pause this episode really quick to let you know, if you have not yet, click the link below for our ebook, okay? How to become a more feminine woman. People ask me these things. These are actionable 10 quick steps, intro to femininity, with a video that goes over some things in even more detail. So that's for you. Make sure to click that link below and get your ebook on how to increase your femininity. 10 really simple steps. Love you guys. Now let's get back to it.
What do you think makes a woman believe sex will fix the disrespect she caused in the first place?
Because this is the thing. Women have started to correlate attention with value, and that is to the detriment of society. And as long as you're having sex, you can have a man's attention, but that does not mean that he values you. That does not mean that he respects you. Hell, that doesn't even really mean he likes you or wants you. It just means he wants something from you. And I think that we as women have been taught that we are supposed to give this to a man for good behavior, or give this to a man because we had good dates. And it's to the detriment of society, in my personal opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a person, I'm just out here on podcasts, just talking.
So would you agree some women can confuse a man being physically available with him being emotionally invested?
Of course, because women are delusional. Oh my God. Don't let this man bring you out to dinner and then y'all start Netflixing and chilling and let him say the words, oh, me and my girl. Now y'all think you go together. You don't. You never had that exclusive conversation. You're just the person that's available. You're the person that allowed him access. You gave it. He took it. That's it. There is no, what are they called? The rules of engagement. The rules to engagement, when you are just situation shipping, there are no rules. There's confusion. There's disappointment. There's disrespect. There's misunderstanding. There's miscommunication. Why? Because people put boyfriend and girlfriend titles onto a situationship person and boyfriend and girlfriend expectation, and it is delusion. That man and that woman, they don't owe each other anything. And you allowed yourself to go there.
Hmm.
But, it's just what.
I love that. So when it comes down to men and women dynamic, what do you feel like the solution is to end the war between men and women? This whole there's no good men out here, there's no good women out here, men are trash, women are trash, the dating pool has pee in it. Like, what is the solution to
Change your circle. Get around people that know that there's good people. There are so many good people out here, and anybody that says that there's not tells me more about that person than the group that they're talking about.
Mm.
Like, if you actually believe there's no good people, show me your circle and I'll tell you why. There are so many good men and so many good women.
That's real.
You just got to change your environment.
That's real. So I already know the answer to this question, so I'm not going to answer it. Is a man truly leading if she's doing more healing? Like, can a man truly lead a woman that's in her healing era?
Yeah, but what is she healing from?
Let's just say past relationship traumas.
Oh, if you bring in the past into the present, that's tough.
I mean, because I believe that any woman that's in her healing era shouldn't be dating, because you're not going to come out of that healing space the same person as you was when you went in.
I think it depends on what you're healing from. I think it's all different, right? It's all subjective. Like even yesterday, and I when we were shooting skits, when I tell you I was so exhausted, I feel like this whole last, it's so, you guys know I'm a squirrel, right? Like I'll be like, squirrel. And suddenly my brain just goes in a completely different opposite direction. And I'm like, what was I talking about? What was I thinking? I'm already like that. But now it's on a million. Like I'll be like, where is my phone? And it's in my back pocket. Kyla knows. Kyla be like, it's right here. Like, oh, I got it. Like I'm literally in a space where there's just so many moving parts happening in my world. And I feel very, I can feel very overwhelmed and overstimulated. That yesterday when we shot, because we landed the night before at 11 p.m. I had a hair appointment that I forgot about. Then I went straight into shooting.
Gosh.
And when I tell you I was standing there crying, I was not sad. I was not upset. I was not bothered. There's just tears running down my face, right? And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, why am I don't know why I'm crying. Sorry, guys, let's keep talking. This is what I'm saying to do. Like, so while I'm crying, I'm giving direction on what we're going to do. And then the team, they went and they got stuff done, right? So I say that to say that when I was upset, Kyla, what did Brock do? Well, first, walk us through everything, because he was there during Street Day. What's the first thing that he did?
He walked past.
He didn't even see me at first. He was so on track, one track minded. He was trying to find, I forgot what he was trying to find.
He was in his own world.
Then when he saw me, he said,
what's wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong with you?
And he made that face like, girl, why are you crying? And then what'd he do?
And then he comforted you. He gave you a big hug.
Mm-hmm.
He wiped your tears.
Yep. And he just held me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like those little kids are like, okay. That's how I felt. I literally saw myself. Yeah, I literally felt like I was outside of myself, watching myself like, wow, Sarah, get it. And he was like, is this okay? You want me to squeeze you tighter? You want me to hold you tighter? Just, and he's just doing his best to let me rest in my femininity.
Yeah.
The truth is, in this moment, I might need healing, Jesus, prayer, hands to just send all the good vibes, okay? I am going through it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, with all of these different things that are pulling me. And also, I guess healing isn't the right word, but also if you have the right people around you, it's okay. Now, if you're healing through something like a rape, or you're healing through something like domestic violence that happened 30 days ago, or you're healing through like real stuff, be single. Mm-hmm. Take your time, like really take the time to heal those demons. Really take the time to remember who you are and whose you are. Really take the time to like step into your power and then move forward. But if you're just having like a bad day and you're triggered or you're emotional, I think that that's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you think women only feel feminine when life is easy for them, or instead of choosing femininity when life feels heavy?
No, I think when life is heavy, being feminine is the best thing you could ever do. I think that you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. And I think that there's almost like a like a like a stray cat, right? Femininity is like being a stray cat. You can't tell a cat what to do. It's very much independent. It's very much, whatever. And somebody had said, I don't know if I made this up or someone else made this up. I was talking about it with my girl like a year and a half ago. Might have been like 3 years ago. I think I give off stray cat energy, right? Or you can give off Labrador energy. Okay? A puppy's like, love me, see me, pet me. I'm here. Don't you see me? I'm wagging my tail. You want to go for a walk? You want to sit on your lap? You want to do all this? A cat is like, I like you, but you'll only see me when I want to see you. And there's cat people that just love cats, even though they're disrespectful, and it's like, you wouldn't even be alive if it weren't for me because I feed you every day. You're on a wild cat out here. You have audacity walking around like this with this cat energy, right? That's a very real thing. So if you're moving and shaking like a stray cat, you get a lot done inside of your femininity. It is mysterious. It is a hunter. It'll figure it out. Sometimes a cat might just bring you back a mouse that it found outside or in the house. I think that there's power inside of being in your femininity when things are hard.
So talk about being within your femininity. Do you believe that leadership can exist without servitude?
Do I believe that what can exist without servitude?
Leadership.
No.
In what way though? I have to be your indebted servant. I have to be this submissive woman. Like do I have to already come into the relationship as a submissive woman, or do I become submissive once I realize you're my husband?
I think if you're a submissive woman, you're a submissive woman. I think that women that struggle with the need for control, I think those women are the ones that say they don't want to submit because they don't want to submit. They want to control. And I also think that leadership, true leadership, is for the good of the colony. It's not independent. It's not just I. It's not just me. It's we, yeah. Right? And us. So if everything comes down to the good of the colony, if everything is coming down to, what is best for everybody that's included, then that's the ultimate servitude. Because now you have to be aware of the needs of the collective, right? And you're working your way to make sure that those things are met, those needs are met. So as a man, this is why leadership, marriage to me, okay? Submission, sub means under, mission is what you're on. So you're submitted to the mission. You're under the mission to get to a certain point. So marriage to me, why husband and wife submit to each other is because they're submitted. The mission is, if you strive to live like Jesus, if you strive to have a God-filled life, if that's the goal up here, then sometimes I might understand the collective a little better. And sometimes you might understand the collective a little better. But I'm trusting the way in which you, husband, understand the collective with my input so that we both can get to where we need to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This might be a very intellectual podcast episode.
So, question.
Yes.
We've kind of touched on this about your parents before. If there's ever became a time where the woman had to take the lead in the household financially, does that mean that she can take her submission away?
No, I think, and I've seen that, right? I've seen it. You can still make your man the head of household, the leader in the household, even if he's not necessarily making money, because money is not what depicts leadership.
It doesn't.
No, it's one part. It's an aspect. But it doesn't mean that that is everything. And that is the detriment of society. Men and women, especially women, are making it seem like if you don't have any money, you don't have any leadership. Well, you just might not be in the season of money. You might also be too young to really make real money. You might not have just hit your stride yet. That's why I say most men don't even hit their stride from 45 until they're about 45 to 55. So if you yourself have the qualities of leadership, which by the way, that's what makes the money. When you have the consistency, when you have the resilience, when you have the persistence, when you have the no matter what, when you have the purpose and the God inside of you, when you know who you are, when you start to feel good, when you start to just keep on going every single day, day in and day out, that's real leadership. And then because you have those things, it turns into the money, right?
Yeah,
You can
true.
have money with no character, but it's really challenging to be, just super ultra broke with character. Because I feel like character comes with integrity. Integrity comes with honoring yourself. And God didn't put us here to be broke. He said He made us all the promises under the rainbow, all of them.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
Okay, I'm complete.
What are your thoughts on women in social media who constantly talk about this bad bitch culture?
Ooh.
I don't need no man.
Ooh.
Do you think social media praises soft images of femininity while real femininity really gets attacked as doing too much for a man?
Ooh, I was just having this conversation with somebody where we were talking about things that we're excited to or do for our men. And other women were saying, why would you do that? Like, that's a pick me. Those women are single. And they probably won't have no good man. Not no high value, high earning, masculine.
Some of them not single.
Who? Who?
Why you gonna have me dropping names?
No, you got to drop, because this is the reality. I'm talking about people, a high value, high earning, masculine man has been in a long committed relationship with a woman that, what? What's your argument? Tell me.
I'm just saying, there's the women who, I don't need no man for nothing. I'm a baddie.
Why would a man choose that?
But they do.
Who?
I don't know.
Tell me one, Kenny.
Moneybag, yo.
Tell me one. Tell me a woman that talks that I don't need no man, get to the bag, all of that. What masculine, high earning, high value man has chosen that woman? Nobody. Y'all let me know in these comments.
Wait, what's your version of a pick me?
I am a pick me.
Wait.
I need to know your version of a pick me and your version of a pick me.
So before I jump down your throat, because what a pick me is a woman that she's men centered. Like if we're in a round table filled with women and we're talking about the man's problem, she's like, well, maybe the man needs to blah blah blah, and like she's like how Sade is in the skits. That's a pick me in my eyes.
No, that's just thirst in the skits.
That's a pick me in my. She said my definition of a pick me.
Okay,
we clearly have two definitions because I'm looking at somebody you thirsty. Insane. A pick me is somebody who's thirsty.
Oh, okay.
To me. Like she's like, oh, let's just say like a man and woman is on a date, right? And the man is like, a woman asked the man, what type of women are you into? And he was like, oh, well, I like women who cook from scratch, who know how to crochet, because I love a woman who's creative. I love women who are praying women and whatever. He gives this list and she's none of that, but she will go home and try to become all of that so she can be picked.
Yeah, that's weird. That's definitely not my version of a pick-me. My version of a pick-me is a woman that pours into her man. What? My version of a pick-me is a woman that is supportive. She's encouraging. She shows up, mind, action, deeds, words, all of it. And I feel like, and I only say that because I was having a conversation with a person a while back and I was saying, you should do this for your dude. And I laid out all the things that she should do. And she said, girl, no, that's like such pick-me behavior. I don't understand that. I feel like pick-me's are being called pick-me's because they get chosen.
I don't know. I've been called a pick-me because I agree with logical sense. But
they call me a pick-me in the comments sometimes. Some women.
I don't believe that's a pick-me though. What you're saying is more of a Proverbs 31 woman. I don't see
but
that
I'm telling you, in real life, people think that when you do a lot for your man, that means, oh, she's acting like a pick-me. No, I'm not. I'm acting like a good woman, a supportive partner. I'm acting like I'm telling you, there is single people that give you advice, and then there is advice that will keep you single. If women are telling you doing too much for that man, but he's doing the most for you, I bet you that girl's single.
There's a video going around on Instagram. I don't know if it's still going viral, but it's a woman who just got engaged, and she was like, "They told me not to pack his lunch. They told me not to wash his clothes. They told me not to do this."
I saw that.
Right. She was like, "But they all single though."
Right. And are. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the thing. I'm not saying that singles, I think even I'm technically, single people can give you great advice. I do think that. I think through experience, they can give you really good stuff. And then I also think there are a lot of women in position where they are giving you advice that will keep you single, where they are speaking from their own trauma, their own fear, and their own need for control. And if those are the people that you're looking for, I can promise you, if you do what they tell you, no high value, high earning masculine man would choose you. How do I know this? Because nobody can name one person. Let me know in these comments. If you are hard, if you can't be nurturing, if you can't check your tone, if you can't smile a little bit, if you can't just be a kind, compassionate person to your man, if you can't identify his need and fulfill it before it is expressed, why would he choose you? What is the point? Now, he might choose you for this weekend. He might choose you for this month. Hell, he might choose you for this year. But he isn't going to choose you for the long run. You are absolutely a placeholder until what he wants the most comes around for what he wants right now. That's what I think. Y'all let me know what you think in these comments.
So when you say that there's advice that single people give and then there's advice that keeps you single.
Yeah.
It intertwines with can a woman with no kids give parenting advice? And
yes.
Yeah, I agree because my children, like my girls love you. They adore you.
I love them too.
They think you're Ariana Grande for some reason. I don't know.
Which is so crazy because I don't look nothing like her.
But Sarah gives the best advice a lot of times. Like she's not perfect, but I don't believe that you have to physically experience something to be able to give advice because you know what you don't want to deal with.
Period. And I've seen enough kids in my life. I have 12 nieces.
I was about to say you got like a bunch load of. You have a whole bunch of.
It's a bunch of us. And then I've watched my mom. I've studied my mom. I can't wait till my cooking tastes like her cooking. And
I'm gonna need that cookbook, by the way.
Don't let me play with y'all, okay? Because I don't need anybody hearing I can't cook because I can. That was to my man.
I still need that fried chicken recipe immediately.
Oh, I got you. I got a bag of flour in a fridge at the house.
Oh, dang, you've been whipping it up.
Yeah. Actually, most recently, we have been ordering out. This is the season of eating out.
So let me ask you this. As a woman who's vegan, you're vegan, right? Oh, no, you're selectarian. You eat but you don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat.
How do you manage cooking and serving a man that lives a different lifestyle as far as like diet and y'all just are different? Like he a meat eating carnivore.
He eats everything. I eat salads and drink smoothies.
Right.
Our plates are completely different.
Right. But don't you think it would be better for you to make him the foods that you want to eat? Besides cooking food that you would never, like, you don't even want to touch it, like eel meat.
I mean, I don't mind touching it. I'm just not going to eat it. I think the challenge is that I can't taste as I go. So that's hard. But I will say that when I think about cooking for this man, what I eat is on the side of his plate. Mm-hmm. So if I'm having a salad, there's going to be salad on his plate, and then I just got to figure out his meats and his starch. So yeah, I do think I get to make smaller portions though, because this man be eating. So I'd be like,
he's a big man. He's a big guy.
Yeah, but takes time for stuff to show up. I don't want to. Somebody said, your servings are too big because, for breakfast, even like for breakfast, I'll do like 2 pieces of toast. I'll do 3 scrambled eggs and 3 real long like sausages that I cut in half and they like butterfly out.
What's wrong with that?
It's too much food.
For who?
For anyone probably.
Why?
In the morning?
Why?
That's a heavy breakfast.
My breakfast when I actively work out is 3 eggs, 2 pieces of salmon and strawberries.
You know what I have? Tea.
That's crazy.
That's what I have for
That's
breakfast.
She
insane.
loves some tea.
I love tea. That's what I be having. So
That's
I'm
insane.
just saying.
I
She
can't
loves some
relate to
tea.
that.
I have a question, and this is going to point out to the married couples dealing with in-laws and maybe things like that. I want to know, how much access should the in-laws have to your marriage as far as visits, opinions, or nothing without an invite?
I think it depends on the in-laws, right? Like I think that some in-laws are very intrusive and need to have very clear boundaries set. And I think that some in-laws are not, and they just bring value and they want to help with the kids. And they like when we get pregnant,
Excuse me.
grandma and grandpa, where am I at? What camera am I on? To my siblings, y'all had your time, and it's my time now.
Are you the last
Grandma
of your
and
siblings
grandpa.
to have?
I'm the only one that doesn't have kids. The only
Really?
one. Yes.
What?
The only one. So y'all had your time.
Oh.
I hope your children enjoyed grandma and grandpa, because grandma and grandpa are coming to Atlanta.
They're gonna be booked.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
They're like permanently?
They are coming to Atlanta as long as they want to be here.
Oh, I love
But
that.
definitely while we have infants and toddlers, if y'all want to go back after that, it's probably still no. Just I need I need to have family close when I'm a mommy, to be honest. And we've talked about that as well. You got to know what you're getting into. Okay, listen to in-laws if they are wise counsel. Other than that, the Bible says cling to your spouse. Facts. Definitely true. I also think you gotta discern who you even give and get advice from as well, because yikes, some people, again, first thing they give you for advice is, girl, you could do better than him. And some of these options people think they have on social media, they don't really have for real. Yeah, those men are giving you attention. That doesn't mean they're giving you respect. That does not mean they value you, nor do they want to keep you. And I think that a lot of people are forfeiting good situations because of potential, in theory, on the internet. Just jacking some good people up.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I feel like girls my age kind of have issues with discussing their situationship and relationship issues to other people and their friends. Do you think there's such thing as seeking too much advice regarding your relationship? Like, are there things that you need to really keep between you and that person?
I think absolutely there's things you need to keep between you and that person. I think that if you tell more than 3 people about the issues that you're having, you don't want advice, you want attention. You want to gossip, right? And I feel like also that erodes the trust that a man has in you, and it also changes the way that your friends look at that person. So find 1 or 2 people that actually have wise counsel, that are willing to have the hard conversations with you and tell you about yourself when you're in the wrong, because I'm not always in the right. You know, my partner's not always in the right, and it really just comes down to being able to say, is it me? Like my mom is my number 1 go-to. Am I the drama? That's what I say. Am I the drama? Is it me? And sometimes she's like, it's you. You are tripping. You are tripping. She doesn't say it like that. She says it in her way. She'll be like, Sarah, it's not that serious. Do you remember the braces analogy? Like, that's how my mom is. You can't fix everything at once. You've got to choose your battles. What are you even really upset about? That's how my mom talks. She's very, she's the old tree from Pocahontas.
Your mom and dad are literally the physical manifestation of yin and yang.
Yeah, they're complete opposites.
I don't even understand.
I can't believe my dad only cussed, 2 times in 2 shows? Crazy.
Yeah, he was putting on.
He was holding it.
He was holding back a little bit.
Best behavior.
Okay, so look, pause. I know you're enjoying this episode. I'll be super quick, okay? When you are on the go and you want to look cute, baby, we got merch now, okay? So if your hair is a little tussled, turned, the edge control ain't edge controlling, go ahead and get you a cute little It's Giving hat. Or if you're thirsty, feeling parched, and you want your drink to stay cold all day, There was nothing in this cup. But you know what? It will keep my beverages cold. So if this is for you guys, we got hoodies, we got all the things. Make sure to check out the store below and get what you love. Let me tell you, it is quality over here, baby. Let's get it. Back to the show.
I'm complete.
I feel
I'm
complete.
You complete? That's another episode of It's Giving, guys. If you have made it this far, please make sure to hit that button below, get subscribed, hit that bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. Got to give a major shout out to Shot by Anissa on the mic. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sarah. You know I love you, girl.
Yes. And we got Who is Kenny B, Creative Director of the Year. What's up?
Oh, I'm gonna just let it pass out. Kyle, tell me what they need to do with this.
Okay, go ahead, Kyla.
What do they need to do with the content?
You guys need to like, subscribe, share, send this to your mama, send this to your sister, send this to your bestie.
Send it to your sneaky link too, so
Oh.
they can get in line. Cause
Don't
what?
send it to them. They'll get dumped. They don't want it.
Send it to your sneaky link so you can find the man or woman of your dreams, so you can get dumped and all that good stuff.
Don't let your sneaky link block you from finding your spouse.
Don't let your girlfriend or your boyfriend block you from finding your spouse.
You heard it here, folks. We love you, and if no one has told you today, you are freaking phenomenal. Bomb.com, nothing can stop me but you got to do something about it. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Sarah Fontenot, host of the It's Giving podcast, and I have some goodies for you today. Now, you already know about our How to Be More Feminine, a high-value feminine woman ebook. Well, we're taking it up a couple notches. We've got our ebook that's an ultimate self-love guide, and now we have our Boundaries Bible. This is the perfect trio on how to step into and be your best self. And also for the men, it's good for you too, okay? Sometimes our self-esteem, our low self-esteem, our low self-worth is blocking us from our blessing. And your blessing could be your future spouse, okay? So make sure to check out MsSarahFontenot.com if this sounds interesting to you. Love you guys. Sending love and light.